In the previous video, we reviewed how to create basic data objects from scratch. In this video, we'll explore how to use pre-existing datasets. These can basically take two forms, including datasets that are built into R and datasets that you can import into R. Before proceeding any further, please make sure that you already have RStudio open and that you have the script file O2 creating, importing, and getting data.r pulled up in your source pane. The commands shown in roughly the first half of this script were covered in the previous video. Let's start with the data command. Executing this command generates a list of the datasets that are built into R when you install it. The list will appear in a new tab on the source pane. To get back to the script file, click on its tab on the source pane. If you want more information on a given built-in dataset, type a question mark followed by the name of the dataset. The command in the script file pulls up information on the Lake Huron dataset, which appears in the pane on the bottom right. To view the built-in dataset, just type its name. Using the View command, we'll display the dataset in more of a spreadsheet format in the source pane. The built-in datasets are handy for experimenting with various R commands and getting a better feel for how they work. However, how can you import datasets for a project that you're working on? To do this, start with going to the lower right pane and selecting the Files tab. For the upcoming examples in the video, we wish to import three datasets: earthquakes.csv, electricityrates.csv, paper-airplane-tests.csv. In an earlier video, I provided a sample command used for importing a CSV file. Now, however, I will show you how to import files more conveniently using RStudio's functionality. Let's start with the first of these files. In the lower right pane, click on earthquakes.csv followed by Import Dataset. You may now be prompted on whether to allow the Reader package to be imported. If so, click on Yes. A new window will now appear on the screen displaying the data in the file. As needed, click on the drop-down menus for the data headers to indicate the correct data type for each column. At the bottom of the window, enter a name for the object you will be creating from this data. If there are any lines at the top of the file that you do not want to read, enter the number of lines in the Skip field. Since this file includes headers for the fields, check the box for first row as names. Trim spaces will trim any blank spaces from the beginning or end of values. If you check the box for Open Data Viewer, RStudio will display the new object once it is created. Since the values in the data file are separated by commas, leave delimiter set to comma. I typically leave locale, comment, and NA with their default settings. As you adjust the various settings in the menu, the Code Preview window on the bottom right will display the commands that will be executed when you import your data. When you are ready, click on Import. We will now proceed to import the data from electricityrates.csv and paper-airplane-tests.csv. The process is similar to that used for earthquakes.csv. If you now look over at the console pane, you will see that the commands executed to import your CSV files now appear in that pane. Once again, this is a case in which R and RStudio provide multiple ways of completing a given task. If you go to the Environment and History pane in the upper right and select the Environment tab, you will see an Import Dataset button. If you click on that button and then From Text Reader, followed by navigating to the desired data file, you will encounter the same template for importing the file as I described previously. In our next video, we will examine commands for specifying elements within R data objects.